Hey YouTube, this is KP with KP Details. Join me as I do a rinseless wash on the Ram, which is my detailing van, my mobile detailing van. As you can see, it is covered in pollen. It's been probably 2 weeks since it's been washed, and this is what it looks like already. And from what I hear, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So I am now using this Adams bucket. It's a collapsible bucket. I put an ounce and a half of rinseless in there, and then I soaked my rags. And the key to my rinseless wash is my Marilex 1 liter sprayer. I used to have ONR, hence why it says ONR. And right now I'm using the absolute rinseless wash. And the way that I use this is, I know it's 256 to 1, but actually what I do is it's just like a smidge in the cap, and then I put my distilled water in my 1 liter bottle. But the bucket that I had the rags in actually just has regular tap water in there. So I'm going to take the Marilex, I spray the top. I'm using my Auto Fiber Mitt on a Stick Pro. Absolutely love this Mitt on a Stick Pro for the washing portion of tall vehicles. Now for the drying portion of a vehicle, this is the pad that goes on it, and I'm still not a big fan of it. Maybe I'm just using it wrong. So once I was done with the roof, I'm going to go ahead and I'll do the windshield, make sure that I wipe the wipers, and then I'm going to wash the hood. You tell me, what do you think? Do you think this is the coating is clogged, or do you think that the coating is failing on this horizontal surface? Because look at the difference between the horizontal surface and this front fender. It really just rejects the rinseless wash solution that I'm putting on there, whereas on the hood it's mostly flat. So what I'm doing is I take my rag in quarters, and I never put the same rag back in the bucket. And each panel or each couple of panels, I am turning the rag so that I have a somewhat fresh side. And I do use all 8 sides of my microfiber towel when I am doing a rinseless wash. But like I said, I never put it back in the bucket because I really don't want all of that dust and pollen and everything else that I did pick up from my wash to go into my wash bucket and then possibly get onto the other rags that are in the bucket. So you can see here that I was washing each area and then drying them separately. Since it wasn't that hot out, I think it's in like 60 degrees, maybe in the 50s, I decided to go ahead and I'll do a couple more panels at a time because there really was no danger of the rinseless drying. And of course, you know that with rinseless washes, at least with Absolute and ONR, even if it dries on the surface and you get those polymer spots, really the only thing that you have to do is re-wet the surface, and it will just, you just wipe it off. So that is what I'm doing here. I did go through about 3 liters of rinseless wash. And like I was saying, for the rinseless wash in the Marilex, I am using the distilled water in order to try to prevent as many spots as possible. Here is an 8 times sped up version of me doing the back. So I'm using the rinseless for everything. I also use it for a lot of things on the interior as well. But cleaning the glass, whether it's the glass surface, whether it's the painted body, whatever it is, you can use it all throughout the exterior of the vehicle without any issues. So now on this side of the van, I am showing you how the Absolute encapsulates all of the pollen so that you're not getting a lot of scratching. The majority of the times when this vehicle has been washed, it's been done with a rinseless solution just because I can't wash it with my equipment that's in the van because then of course everything in the van would get wet. So the beads don't look that great. I think what I need to do with this vehicle right now is hit it with some descale and get it actually a full foam wash. Use my other pressure washer with it. And then we'll see exactly how the coating is faring after about a year and a half of being on this vehicle. So I was able to find a little piece of pollen right there that is it's being encapsulated by the rinseless wash. And so that is what, the rinseless washes of the world say that they do. So it really brings the whatever contaminants that are on your vehicle, it allows it to be encapsulated so that when you're wiping it off, it's not actually scratching the vehicle's surface. So when you look at how the sides of the vehicle look when I'm actually doing the rinseless wash, you can see that it's really just rejecting the rinseless wash, which is exactly what you want a ceramic coating to do. And that's why you apply it to the vehicle, so that the vehicle is so much easier to wash. Because as you can see, I am not using any pressure at all. It's just my hand is holding up the microfiber, and that's all the pressure that's on there. And you will see just how clean I was able to get this vehicle in probably just about 15 minutes. And now that I'm done with the Ram Promaster City, look how great it looks. You can see the reflection of the deck in the backyard, and the vehicle looks great. I was able to wash out the majority of the pollen from inside of these little crevices that's in the van, and it leaves a great shine behind. So if you are in a position where you're not able to do a full-on wash, I definitely would recommend Rinseless. I was late to the Rinseless game, but now that I have it in my arsenal, I tend to use it all the time. Thanks for watching.